All right, there's plenty of frustration in the U.S. fan base, but there was some frustration from players afterwards. Specifically, let's listen into this quick soundbite from Christian Pulisic.
I think we need new ideas at times. I think, today I think we were just we didn't test them enough, whether it was not being direct enough or not. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but it just felt like we couldn't break them down. Obviously, they defended well, but we just need some new solutions, and obviously it wasn't good enough.
Herc, we need new ideas. We need solutions. Can you be a little translator for me here? Is Pulisic sending a message to his manager?
And not a very subtle one. Listen, the mantra, the DNA, the ideas, that is brought to you by the coaching staff. That's a message from the coaching staff down. You try to implement, translate that message on the field. That's what you try to do as a player. Whatever the coaching staff wants you to do, that game plan is what you do. When a player, your leader, no, not just any player, your leader, the symbol of this national team is saying, we need more ideas. We're not good enough to break them down. I mean, he's almost taking a breath and trying to say, like, how do I say this? How do I put this politely? This is on the coaching staff. This is on the game plan. You're sitting at home. I don't care if it's Nashville, if it's Columbus, if it's New York, whatever you want. You're at home versus Canada. And Canada's a very good team. They've proven that they've grown. But this is still your home, where, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last 6 cycles, I think, or last 5 cycles before last cycle, you only lost 1 home game? Is that it? And now you're going to go off and lose points like that? I mean, die of something. You can lose, you can die, but make it worth your while. Die of something.
So I sense the frustration there from Pulisic. I wonder, though, if he's not partially responsible for this. Like, if I look at the game against Canada, Herc, is it not all the young stars that kind of failed this team? Christian Pulisic was not the difference maker. Certainly not if you're going to compare him to what Alphonso Davies was doing in the same game. You see one player making a difference every single time he touches the ball. You don't see that when Christian Pulisic, at least right now, is playing with the national team. I know he's coming off some health concerns and some time away from the game. Serginho Dest, we said this last show, does not look like a Barcelona player. I mean, I haven't gotten to what Weston McKennie did as a Juventus player, as a professional, to not be there for the team. I mean, this is even Tyler Adams, even Tyler Adams, in that foolish yellow card that he takes, when he takes away clearly one of the U.S.'s best scoring chances. This is the golden generation that let him down last night, isn't it?
I mean, it's on these players for sure. They're shooting their mouth off as well. 9-point week. We want to dominate this region. We don't just want to win. We're going to go in here with young guns, whatever you may want, just stop. There are a bunch of individuals right now, because they may be Champions League players, they may play in the best leagues in the world, but as a team, there is nothing. And we've said it here, Seb, this is going on weeks where we said, okay, they beat Mexico twice, but did they really convince us? They beat Mexico the way of the old regime. Fight, spirit, set pieces, that way. The way that Bob Bradley did, the way that Bruce Arena did, the way those teams of old did, not the way that Gregg Berhalter and this team has sold us they can do. You called them the golden generation, right? They still have to prove it. Well, you don't go shooting your mouth off until you prove it. They didn't know what this World Cup qualifying process will be. Now they're on the outside looking in. And going back to Christian Pulisic, I mean, his last 2 goals were penalty kick goals. This is the face of U.S. soccer. Don't compare him to Fonzie. Don't disrespect Fonzie that way. And I mean it with the utmost respect to Christian Pulisic. But Fonzie's on a different level. Canada's undefeated with Alphonso Davies when he's in the lineup in the World Cup qualifying campaign in the last 10. And also, this man in 8 World Cup qualifying campaign matches, he's produced 10 goals, 4 for himself and assisted on 6 more. Put some respect on this man's name.
Yeah. I wonder if the U.S. is starting to cross the line between confident and overconfident. And for a long time on this show and other shows, we've said we like the confidence from the young kids. But it's not just the 9-point week talk. There's a few other examples. Christian Pulisic effectively guaranteeing a World Cup spot in Qatar in one of his Players Tribune articles. And this from John Brooks. And this is one that jumped out to me because it's specific to Canada, and it's from a veteran, and it's from a guy who, as we see in that highlight right there, was part of the breakdown on the goal itself. When asked about the Canadian team before the game, he said, "What was the score last time? 4-1? Yeah, that's all? Okay." When you say stuff like that, when you remind the team of the score the last time you play, you don't think that's ending up on the bulletin board for Canada?
There you go. Not just Canada. El Salvador. You don't think these Central American countries, you don't think everybody's got you circled on your calendar? Oh, look at these kids. They play in the Champions League. Sergiño Dest plays for Barcelona. I would love to embarrass Sergiño Dest. Let me have the game of my life right now and show these guys what is up. You put an arrow on your back. They're going to learn because they're young, but you can't be that naive. You could be young at a World Cup qualifying level, but this is locker room talk. You don't give anybody bulletin board material.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.